On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype, we make it take flight.
Yeah man, my viewers and subscribers, what Guan. A blessed and wonderful Wednesday evening to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now my peeps, you don't know how we do it over on this side. So we have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we're going in Jamaica. So watch this now, my peeps. We're going to kick it off over there in the parish of St. Elizabeth, where the St. Elizabeth police is now probing another fatal knockings and clappings that took place in a section known as Orange Grove last night. Now the man who was on the receiving end of them fatal bullet there has since been identified as a 55-year-old mechanic, Winston Get. He's said to be of a burnt Savannah address in the parish. So reports reaching On The Spot News Media would suggest that sometime around 9:15, gunshots were heard in an area and the police were summoned. Upon the arrival of the police, the 55-year-old mechanic Winston Get was found along the roadway suffering from what appears to be some whole heap of corner wounds. He was however assisted to the Black River Hospital where he was pronounced you know what. A probe is being conducted by the Black River Criminal Investigation Branch into that particular knockings and clappings. Boy, I tell you, the thing rough. So On The Spot News Media do some digging and we get to understand said just right after 55-year-old Winston Get end up losing 3 pints, a man was taken into police custody in relation to his fatal knockings and clappings. Now On The Spot News Media also understands that he have a matter presently before the court. So now we're wondering if it had anything to do with the matter before the court. Police detectives are presently questioning the man that they took into custody surrounding the loss of life of 55-year-old Winston Get. So Winston Get fatal knockings and clappings brings to 6 the number of people who end up losing 3 pints since the start of the year in St. Elizabeth, and that is in comparison to 14 for the corresponding period last year. So St. Elizabeth has definitely seen a downward trend in fatal knockings and clappings. Yeah man. Now the next thing that we're going to talk about, my peeps, is coming out of the St. Catherine's South Police Division in the community of Old Harbour. Now residents, business owners having a standoff with the Old Harbour police as it relates to curfews. So tensions flared in Old Harbour Bay as several business operators defied the curfew order, leading to a brief standoff with the police. The situation was resolved after discussions between the defiant operators and law enforcement officers on the ground. Now, whole Harbour residents, business operators, proprietors, whatsoever the case may be, you don't need to pick a side and stay upon it. You cannot have it both ways. You don't see where you go on in the whole Harbour space. The police, them have to do what them have to do. And to get the crime situation under control, I've said this many a times, it will infringe upon the rights of the regular members of Chan Public. But you cannot have it both ways. You can't have the bar them open. A man I go come slap with a next man in a party or inside our business establishment. And it is okay. Just because you don't want to make an extra dollar or two. You don't have to just suck salt through wooden spoon as then say wipe on that, but it is what it is. Yeah man, it is what it is. You don't have to just understand and try to work with the police them. Here what you can do to make the curfew them lift quicker and fast. Work with the squad of them Uno know the perpetrators of the crimes and uno and them live in the same area. Me not talk about no one specific person or no two specific person, you know. But somebody knows each and every one of them. So work with the police so the police can flush them out so they can return back to some sort of normalcy. Yeah, man. And still in the community of Old Harbour, another hold on and take case go on, my peeps. And sad to say, you know, said I wanna go on before the one Friday, on Job Lane with little Kelsey. The one I go on last week, Wednesday. Yeah, man. So the St. Catherine South Police are investigating a hold on and take assault case of two little pitney in a Old Harbour, St. Catherine. So I don't know how that one just remain hush just so. The assault of the two little pitney them, age 9 and 10. So basically the same age group of Kelsey Farragon. So that particular incident reportedly occurred last Wednesday, May 7th, but has only now come to public attention. So according to police reports, the two little girls them were walking home from school in the Churchman area in Old Harbour sometime around midday when they were approached by a criminal element called Dirty Man, a sorry excuse for a male, said not to be known by the two little pitney them. He reportedly forced them into nearby bushes, threatened their lives, and stated that he might go take them 3 pints if they raised any alarm. So you don't know, say, a 9 and 10-year-old, and there's a big, tusty, greyback tone man this. So of course they're going to be fearful of their lives and keep quiet. So him perform a little hold on and take pan the people them pitney me and tell a star. Force himself into the little children. It is said that the young victims were rescued after him finish and take away himself. And they received medical treatment and counseling. So the Old Harbour Police is now presently appealing to you, the regular members of Chan Public out there who may have seen any suspicious activities last Wednesday, sometime around 2 p.m. in the Churchpen area. They're asking you all, please, to come forward with any information we want to have. We cannot have these pedos all over the country just a walk up and down, free like nobody's business. Once you see something, may I beg you now, please say something. Not because I no phone or pitney. Let us go back to the days when the village raised the child. Let us go back to the days when we are our brothers' keepers. Because it's those persons' children today. But guess what? It can most definitely be one of ours tomorrow. Yeah, man. So the next thing that we're going to talk about, my peeps, is coming out of the St. Andrews Central Police Division. We're going to talk about the disappearance of Anosa Dilworth, presently on your screen. A student of the University of Technology that has disappeared without a trace for a few days now. She has been missing since last week, Tuesday. So the St. Andrews Central Police have in their custody an Indrive taxi operator, and he remains in their custody facing questioning as the police probe the disappearance of the University of Technology student, 20-year-old Anosa Dilworth. So head of the St. Andrews Central Police Division, that's Superintendent Mark Harris, says that the ride-share driver was taken into custody on Saturday. No charges have been officially laid against him, but the police continues to question him surrounding the disappearance of Anosa. The police stated that they have him in custody, they have the car, and they are pursuing other persons that they believe can assist them in the ongoing investigation. The police did not disclose further information on the individual being sought, but the police stated that they are using all appropriate technology to assist the investigation. Yeah, man. So the next thing that we're going to talk about, my peeps, is still coming out of the St. Andrews Central Police Division, where two suspected members of a criminal organization was taken into police custody on Tuesday afternoon after the police seized 3 illegal weapons, including an M16 rifle and a large quantity of the illicit white drug in the Mullines Road area of the St. Andrews Central Police Division. So members of the St. Andrews Central Police conducted a major operation targeting several premises in the Mullines Road area in search of wanted criminal elements and illegal firearms. During that operation, the 2 handguns and the rifle, as well as the illicit white drugs, were seized. Now on the Spot News Media will most definitely be keeping tabs on this one and update you subsequently. Yeah, man. Now the last thing that we are going to talk about, my peeps, we have a list of criminal elements deemed to be wanted by the police. The first criminal element on that list has since been identified as Adrian Willis, but them call him TT or Chinaman. Yeah, man. Now this criminal element is wanted for a hold on and take type of situation where him go pick the people, him girl pick the cherry without it being given to him lawfully. So anyone knowing the whereabouts of China, please alert the Morant Bay police. Yeah, man. Now the next criminal element presently on your screen has since been identified as Maurice Belnavis. Now this criminal element here is wanted by the Morant Bay police for escaping custody. He frequents the parish of St. Thomas, of course. The next criminal element present on your screen has since been identified as Garcia Duncan, another rapist, another pedo who walk up and down in the streets. So this criminal element here frequents the Stokes Hill area in St. Thomas, and he is most definitely wanted by the St. Thomas police. The next criminal element present on your screen has since been identified as Jacob Brown, another rapist again, frequents the General St. Thomas. But Portland and Bull Bay area, so look out for the criminal element here, because it is said that he might have switched parishes and seek refuge elsewhere. Yeah, man. And last but most definitely not the least, this criminal element present on your screen identified as Dwayne Leslie, but them call him Gugu. Real Gugu bat for true, you know. Yeah, man. Now this criminal element here is wanted for knockings and clappings with intent. He frequents the Water Street and Tower Street area in the Kingston Eastern Police Division. So members of the Elliston Road CIB is most definitely seeking this criminal element and wishes to take him off our nation street. So anyone having any information surrounding the whereabouts of any one of these criminal elements, please alert the nearest police. And as always, if you don't trust the police, link on the Spot News Media or any like-minded vlogger, give us the information and we will most definitely pass it on to the relevant authorities who can make effective change. Yeah, man. So anyway, my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscast. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.